Today I want to show you how to meet men. And the first thing I want you to know is that there are opportunities everywhere. Opportunities to meet men are everywhere. But let's face it, you don't just want to meet any man. You want to meet a high quality man, a successful man, the kind of man that you want to have a relationship with. I mean, if you just wanted to meet any random dude, I could say go to McDonald's and start a conversation. But that's not the best advice I can give you, to be honest. You will meet a man, but you probably won't meet the man of your dreams. That's why I want to share tips and tricks and also certain places that will help you to meet the high quality man that you really want to meet. And it first starts with the idea and the mindset that you are open to meeting men. Maybe you've had bad experiences in the past. Maybe your ex-boyfriend is a dickhead. Maybe you made some negative experiences with men. It happens. These things happen. But still, when you want to go out there and you ask yourself, how can I meet men? You need to be open to meeting men. And this openness should be seen in different ways. You should have an open body language so that men actually approach you, that the kind of man that you want talk to you, that they make the first move. Because if you have a closed body language and you show that you're not open to meeting new people, then even if a high quality man is interested in you, he will still not approach you because he's too afraid to offend you, to annoy you, to interrupt you because he thinks you don't want to meet any guy. And also be open-minded to new experiences. Just have an open energy in general. Be excited to meet new people. And when you have this energy and you can communicate it to the man that you interact with, it is so easy for you to meet men. And you can go to places. Which places? I just mean generally places. Go somewhere. We live in this crazy day and age where we can order everything online. Everything is available instantly. You click a button and boom, then it comes. As a result of this culture, at least in my opinion, people, and that's true for men and women, get more and more socially awkward and less skilled at social interactions. And one thing that you can do to increase your chances to meet men is to actually go to places. To give you an example, it's so much easier to meet men when you take public transport instead of driving with the car. For example, when you go to a place, to the mall or to work. And it's also easier if you go out eating or you go to the grocery store than if you would deliver everything to your home. And I think this is something that I experience more and more with my American coaching clients, because as you might know or hear from my accent, I'm not American, I'm German. And in Germany, this idea of walking somewhere, of taking public transport is way more common than in the USA, where everybody drives with the car to the mall, to work, and in most cities there's not really a public transport system. So if you find ways to actually get out of your car and to interact with people, this can already help you to put yourself in a position and in a place where it's easy for you to meet men. And then focus on places with high quality men. Like I said, you don't just want to meet any random dude from McDonald's, you want to meet a high quality guy. Where can you find these men? For example, business meetups. You can go to business conferences. You can go to healthy food places. I mean, let's face it, you probably meet an athletic man at a healthy food place, at a salad place, at a, let's say, a place where you can order salad, chicken and all that healthy stuff. It's more likely that you find your dream guy there than at McDonald's. I don't say that he never eats at McDonald's, but just the statistical probability is more likely if you go to the places where there's healthy food, where people go who place a lot of value on their health. And the same is true if you join a gym or a fitness class. Of course, there you will meet men who are into fitness, who have good bodies. It's so easy when you think about the idea, what kind of man do I want? Where do I have to go to find this guy? And then you go to these places. But what happens if you make the 3 deadly mistakes that 99% of women make with high quality men? Then you will lose him as soon as you've found him. And I don't want this to happen to you. So make sure that you download my free report, and yes, it's 100% free, that prevents this from happening, and you find the link in the description. And another idea I have for you, and this might be a little bit controversial, but stay away from Tinder. It's actually funny and kind of ironic because I found love on Tinder, but that's not true for everyone, and there's a high probability that the guys that you meet on Tinder are not looking for a relationship. This is something that always irritates my female coaching clients when I tell them Tinder is not a dating app. It has never been a dating app. It is a hookup app. If you go on an online dating site where you can meet high quality men, which is something that I will share with you in just a second, that's something different. But Tinder, the idea of Tinder is strictly for hookups. And if that's what you want, more power to you, that's okay. But if you're here to meet a man for a relationship, a high quality man who wants to settle down with you, a potential boyfriend, I would suggest delete Tinder. Don't even waste your time there. Instead, join a dating site for professionals. In Germany, for example, we have a dating site called Elite Partner, which is basically a site for academics, for professionals, for the kind of guys that you want to meet. I mean, you don't want to date a broke guy. You want to date a guy who's financially successful, who's well off, who's established in his career. That's the kind of guy that you want. And that's the kind of guy that you can meet on these dating sites. So just Google something like dating sites for academics or dating sites for professionals, and then choose one in your region, in your city, in your country. And it surprises me that a lot of women don't think about that. They just sign up on those regular dating sites where they then meet regular men. But if you have a certain type of guy that you want to meet, then focus on the kind of dating site where you meet this guy. And in general, when you go out in the real world, now let's not talk about online dating anymore, let's go back to the real world. Force yourself to be more social. I know it can be hard, especially when you're an introvert. I myself, I'm very introverted, but I also force myself to be social. And if I can do it, you can do it too. Go to meetups, get out there, meet friends, go to local events. And there are so many possibilities where you can meet men. And then when you're at these places, when you are at these meetups, when you are at these events, make eye contact with men. A genuine smile and eye contact can be enough. Spend less time checking your phone notifications and more time checking out guys. Because if you do that and you smile at the kind of guy that you want, he's the confident man that you want, then he will make the first move. He will approach you. Because we guys, we're often very shy. We don't want to make the first move unless the woman clearly signalizes, I'm interested in you, please approach me, talk to me. And if you do that, if you look into his eyes and you smile at him, that's all. You don't have to roll your hair around your finger like in Hollywood movies, just a smile and eye contact. And this will signalize to him, now I can approach this woman, and then he will approach you. And then you can start a conversation with him. And another thing you can do, which is quite funny, but it can be very effective, even though you might be saying now, oh no, Sebastian, I could never do that. Oh, no. But I actually did it with one of my best female friends. Ask a man you like for the direction. When I coach men, I tell them to approach a woman by giving her a compliment. But when you do that with a man, first of all, you need to have the confidence to actually do that. And I know that you're probably afraid of getting rejected. And it's also a little bit weird for guys. A lot of guys think that you're making fun of them, that you don't mean it seriously, and they're a little bit confused by it. So instead of approaching him with a compliment, instead of, for example, complimenting his jacket or his style, you ask him for the direction or you ask him any other question. And then you engage in a natural conversation. And believe it or not, but one of my female friends who I coached, she actually met her boyfriend by doing this. I still remember that day. We were walking in the city and she was just tapping on my shoulder, like really excited. Oh, Sebastian, look at this guy. Oh my God, he looks like my dream guy. And I just told her, yeah, come on, approach him. And she's like, I could never do that. Oh my God, what do I say? And then I just told her, just ask him for the direction, smile at him and see if you can get a conversation going. And boom, it worked. Like she got a conversation going with him. He was single. He was interested in her. And then they exchanged contact details at the end. It can be so simple. Another great thing you can do is to attend charity or volunteering events. Think about it this way. You want to date a man who's successful, who has empathy, and who's altruistic. These are all attractive qualities. And where do you find such a man? Of course, at charity events or at volunteering events. These are the perfect opportunities to meet these kind of guys. And another thought that you should have in mind is what kind of hobbies do I want him to do, to engage in? And then engage in the hobbies that he should have. When you think about what kind of man you want to meet, what hobbies does he have? Think about it and then choose these hobbies. For example, if you want to have a boyfriend who's interested in poetry, go to a poetry slam. If you want a boyfriend who's interested in books, go to a book club. If you want to have a boyfriend who has a great physique, who's into fitness, go to a gym. Go to the places where you can meet the man that you want to meet. And another thing you can do is to ask for men in your social circle. And I know this is a little bit weird, but it works. Ask your female friends if they know a guy. Maybe some of your friends knows a guy that she could introduce to you. And I know blind dates have this stigma of like, oh my god, you will meet this creepy type of guy. But think about it this way. The famous actor Christian Bale met his wife because Winona Ryder introduced them to each other. It can work, but it can only work if you give it a shot. And the last tip I have for you, sit at the bar. And now you might be thinking, Sebastian, what a bummer to make this the last tip. Wait, there's more to it. That's the easy part. Just sit there, hold eye contact with a man and smile at him. But don't just choose any random bar, now it gets specific. Choose a fancy lounge, a bar in an expensive hotel, a place where you can meet successful high quality men. Don't just go to the random bar in town, where you can meet some average guy that you don't want to meet. Choose the bar where you have the best chances to meet the guy that you want to meet. And I know it sounds like a scene in a Hollywood romance movie, but I've seen it work in real life. And again, it can only work if you give it a shot. And if you think this tip was weird, it gets even weirder. If you want to know a secret backdoor way to not accidentally mention the most painful fear of the guy that you're on a date with, which will make him feel so uncomfortable and it will definitely make him pull away from you. If you want to know this secret backdoor way, then check out the link in the description and get free instant access to the report that allows you to avoid the biggest mistakes that all the other women make with men. And if you enjoyed watching this video, if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up and leave a comment in the comment section below. Share your opinion, share your thoughts. I would love to hear from you. And I would love it even more if you would hit the subscribe button and smash that notification bell so that you get notified whenever I release a new video for you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video.